Hello everyone and welcome to another video brought to you by James from mysmarterhome.com. In this video I will focus on a comparison of some of the best Z-Wave smart or Wi-Fi thermostats, and I will be comparing 8 thermostats, and they are the YTH8320, the CT80, the TBZ48, the CT101, the STZW, Evolve, the T2000 and the Trane XR524. So if we move straight on to the basic specifications, in terms of manufacturers, there is a mixture of traditional thermostatic brands such as Honeywell and Radio Thermostat, together with some newer companies that have only been around for a few years, such as Alarm.com and Trane. In terms of when these Wi-Fi thermostats were first on sale, the oldest thermostat, the YTH8320, was first on sale in June 2011, and the newest is the CT101, which was launched earlier on in 2017. In terms of weight, the Honeywell and the ADC are about a pound in weight, and they are the heaviest in this comparison, and the lightest is the TBZ48, which weighs only 3.2 ounces. Moving on to dimensions, the largest thermostat is the TBZ48, which is nearly 10 inches wide. The slimmest thermostat is the Evolve at 0.8 inches thick, whereas the thickest thermostat is the CT80 at 4.6 inches thick. And the final feature is the price. Obviously prices are subject to change. The cheapest thermostat is the CT101 at just under $45, whereas the most expensive are the Evolve and the T2000, which start at $129. In the next section, it's all about design, power and connection. Every one of these thermostats is only available in one colour choice, and most of them are white. Thinking about the materials, all of these thermostats are made of plastic, which is of course what most smart thermostats are made of. All of these thermostats can be powered by a 24 volt C or common wire, apart from one. That is the STZW thermostat, which is designed to be used with electric baseboards. This thermostat uses a 120 volt power cable. 3 of the thermostats can also be powered by AA batteries, and they are the TBZ48, the CT101 and the T2000. Focusing on the warranties, the best warranty available is for the STZW, which has a 3-year warranty. The YTH8320 has a 2-year warranty, and all the other thermostats have a year-long warranty. Lastly, in this section, we're looking at Wi-Fi. Only one of these thermostats can connect to your home Wi-Fi, and that's the T2000. None of the other thermostats use Wi-Fi because they use Z-Wave. Screen features. Unusually for smart thermostats, none of the thermostats in this comparison have colour screens. All the thermostats instead have backlit screens with black numbers. The T2000 has not got a screen, it just has a series of icons on its face. The STZW has the smallest screen at just 1 inch by 1.5 inches. The YTH8320 has the largest screen at 10 inches square. 4 of these thermostats have touch screens: the YTH8320, the CT80, the CT101 and the Trane XR524. The TBZ48, the STZW, the Evolve and the T2000 don't have touchscreens. Because none of these thermostats have colour screens, there is very little information available regarding the resolutions of the screens they do have. The final feature I have labelled as proximity. This is the ability of a thermostat to detect that you are close by and to switch on the display. None of the thermostats can do this. Proximity is a feature that some of the top thermostats have, such as the Nest 3 or the Ecobee 3. Section 5 is all about the smart heating features. First of all, programming. All of these thermostats need to be programmed manually, and on 6 of these thermostats the programming is done on the unit itself. Manual programming is when a user enters in a set of times and temperature ranges that the thermostat operates within. The 6 thermostats that use this are the YTH8320, the CT101, the CT80, the TBZ48, the Evolve, the T2000 and the Trane. The 2 thermostats that can't be programmed on the unit are the STZW, which can be done via an online account in an internet browser or on its app, or the T2000, which can be programmed via the web. Most smart thermostats require a user to manually program them. The exception to this is the Nest 3. It has a unique auto schedule feature that remembers the times and the temperatures that you like as you start to use it. Moving on to scheduling, all of these thermostats can have a different schedule for each day of the week. The CT80 and the STSW are the most flexible because they allow an unlimited number of periods per day. 4 of the other thermostats in the comparison allow you to have up to 4 different time periods per day. These are the YTH8320, the CT101, the STZW and the Trane thermostat. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything out about the scheduling abilities of the TBZ48. Only 2 of the thermostats in this comparison use room sensors. They are the Evolve and the T2000. Room sensors are small plastic buttons that can be placed in different rooms around the house, and they wirelessly connect to a thermostat. They measure temperature and they can also detect if a room is occupied. Because they are placed in different rooms around the house, they allow for a more accurate reading of the temperature in the whole house. And the final feature in the smart heating is geofencing. This is the ability of your smart thermostat to be controlled by the location of your phone. It is an invisible boundary that you create somewhere in your neighbourhood, and when that boundary is crossed, your thermostat is either switched on or off. Many of the top thermostats have geofencing capabilities built in, but none of the thermostats in this comparison have geofencing built in. They have geofencing, however, but it is provided through their Z-Wave capabilities via the Wink or the SmartThings app. Section 6 is energy and weather. The capability of a thermostat to save money is one of the biggest reasons that people buy them. It is estimated that nearly half of the money the average family spends on electricity and gas is taken up by the cost of heating or cooling a house. Many of the top smart thermostats provide information on the potential energy savings. For instance, Ecobee believe that their thermostats could save in the region of 23% on bills every year. Nest believe that their thermostat could save you up to 12% on heating and 15% on cooling costs. The Evolve thermostat could potentially save you 30% on your bills, as could the STZW, and the TBZ48 could save you anything between 5 to 15% on your bills. I could not find any information on potential energy savings for any of the other thermostats in this comparison. The information and data that the best smart thermostats give you about your energy uses is another strong feature. Never before have consumers been able to look at their own energy use in such detail. Unfortunately, in this comparison, only two of these thermostats have that feature, and that is the T2000 and the Trane thermostats. As far as I'm aware, none of the other thermostats provide you with this information. Only the STZW thermostat shows you the outside temperature. None of the other thermostats do. Another disappointment is that none of these thermostats provide you with a weather forecast, although the T2000 will notify you about weather alerts. The next section is all about heating, ventilation and cooling compatibility. 7 of the 8 thermostats in the comparison work almost exclusively on low voltage, which is 24 volt heating and cooling systems. The exception is the STZW, which works exclusively on high voltage electric baseboard systems. The 7 thermostats are all compatible with gas, electric, oil and dual fuel systems. Only 2 of these thermostats will go on to work on millivolt systems, and those are the CT80 and the CT101. Moving on to look at conventional systems, and at this stage we will ignore the STZW. Most of the other thermostats will work with 2 stages of heating and 2 stages of cooling. It seems to me though that the Trane thermostat, when linked to a conventional system, will only work with 2 stages of heating and 1 stages of cooling. When we look at the capability of these thermostats when they are being used in a heat pump system, then most of them will work with 3 stages of heating and 2 stages of cooling. The CT101 will work with 4 stages of heating and 2 stages of cooling though, whereas the Trane thermostat will still only work with 2 stages of heating and 1 stage of cooling. All of these thermostats will work with extra HVAC accessories such as a humidifier or a dehumidifier apart from the STZW. The next section is all about remote access. I will provide an overview of the different ways in which the thermostats can be remotely accessed. This is simply the ability to control a thermostat without physically touching it. And so you can be on the other side of a room from the thermostat or the other side of the world. The very best thermostats can either be remotely accessed via apps for smartphones and tablets or by using an internet browser. And also the top thermostats have apps that have been designed and created by the manufacturers of the thermostats themselves. However, all of the thermostats in this comparison are using third-party apps, specifically the apps for the Wink smart home system and the SmartThings smart home system. None of the thermostat manufacturers have created individual apps to work with their thermostats. In terms of compatibility, for iPhones and iPads, both the Wink app and the SmartThings app require the device to be running iOS version 9 or later. Things are slightly different for the Android app. It seems that for any Android device, the Wink app needs version 4.0.3, whereas the SmartThings app requires for the SmartThings app, the version of Android that needs to be running varies by device. Neither the Wink or the SmartThings app are compatible with any Windows 10 mobile device. And unfortunately, neither the Wink or the SmartThings app allow you to manage your Z-Wave thermostat by using a browser such as Firefox, Internet Explorer, Chrome or Safari. The top smart thermostats such as the Ecobee does allow its users to control thermostats from traditional web browsers as well as via an app. Section 9 is all about home automation. This is the ability of smart devices to work with other smart devices. In my comparison, I have listed 7 different home automation systems, although of course there are so many more, and compared how these thermostats work with them. If This Then That is an automation website and app that enables you to connect different smart devices and different web services together using applets, which are technical recipes. None of these thermostats work officially with the IFTTT system. By official, I mean that the manufacturer of the device has created applets. In contrast, many of the top thermostats do work officially on IFTTT. Another disappointment is how few of these thermostats work with Alexa. Alexa is Amazon's voice-operated digital assistant that is evolving into a very large home automation system. The three thermostats that are compatible with Alexa are the TBZ48, the T2000 and the Trane thermostat. In order for the thermostats to work with Alexa, it's important to remember that you need to already have or be willing to buy an Amazon Echo or Amazon Dot, which are the interactive speakers. None of these thermostats are compatible with Apple's HomeKit system either. And as we touched on in the previous section, these thermostats are compatible with the Wink system and the SmartThings system. My final section is all about the ratings and reviews that these thermostats have received on Amazon. What I've tried to do is show you some of the most helpful statistics to help us work out which are the most popular and the most reliable thermostats. To state the obvious, these numbers will change on an almost daily basis, but I think that the overall trends that these numbers reveal will not change that much. 3 of these thermostats have a rating of less than 4 out of 5. The lowest is the YTH8320, which is rated 3.2 out of 5. The highest is the STZW, which has a rating of 4.6 out of 5, which is very high, and it is the same rating as the top rated Nest 3. All of these thermostats have very low numbers of written reviews in comparison to other top smart thermostats available. The YTH8320 has the highest number of written reviews with 251, but it's been available for sale for the longest time, and the lowest number of written reviews here is for the CT101, which has only 7. The number of answered questions for these thermostats is also very low. Again, the YTH8320 has the highest number with 118, and the Evolve has the lowest number with 8. The STZW has the best percentage of 5-star reviews at 72%. This is about the percentage that you would expect to see with other best-selling thermostats. All the other thermostats in this comparison have worryingly low percentages of 5-star reviews. The lowest is the CT101, which is only 14%. In contrast, the percentage of 1-star reviews for many of these thermostats is too high. 27% of all Evolve ratings are 1 star, and the YTH8320 has 21% of its ratings as 1 star. Our final piece of analysis is from FakeSpot. FakeSpot analyzes a product's reviews on sites like Amazon and gives them a reliability grading. The higher the grade, the more trustworthy the reviews are. It is the same grade system used on old school reports. The good news here is that most of the written reviews for any of these thermostats are being graded as very trustworthy. 6 of the thermostats have a FakeSpot grading of A, and the CT80 and the TBZ48 have a B grade. And that's it. Thanks for watching this review. I hope that this comparison of the top Z-Wave thermostats will help you in your search for your next smart thermostat. If you have any questions, please ask me. If I've made a mistake, please tell me. Or if you have any ideas for my next review, let me know.